500 women were asked to choose the most attractive physique from a lineup of 6 photos. In this video, I'll tell you which one photo got a staggering 72.5% of the vote and how to achieve that body. And it might be easier than you might think. It became a near obsession for me to find out the secrets on how to achieve that physique. And after a lot of trial and error, I think I finally got there. Let's be honest, one of the main reasons why any guy, including myself, wants to get into the gym, clean up their diet and build a more attractive looking physique is to feel more confident and to be able to attract women. So why not optimize our diet and nutrition for that right from the start, rather than just what will impress other guys? So here are the 6 photos, ranging from 3-time Mr. Olympia Frank Zane to the singer-actor Henry Rollins, and even the goth icon Vil Vallo. And the results were so incredibly one-sided. And the overall winner was, of course, the Brad Pitt physique from the film Fight Club. Now, before you click off this video, there are some really interesting insights from the study, and I'm going to take a deep dive into them, and hopefully it will give you some encouragement and help you to believe that this physique is more attainable than you might think. And I was so obsessed on breaking down all the nitty-gritty details on how to actually achieve this physique that I've put it all into an entire program for guys like you to follow. But you want some of the juice right now, so here it is. 89% of the women in the study said they're attracted to a man who keeps himself in good shape, but only 3% said they wanted a man who is ultra muscular and ripped. My interpretation of that is that we don't want to go too far and getting absolutely shredded, like the kind of guys who stand on the Mr. Olympia stage, but just something which is a bit more effortless and just having a lean, attractive physique where you have the visible abs, but you don't have crazy amounts of muscle, and you don't need to spend your life in the gym or counting every calorie to achieve it. And you can still enjoy your life. And, enjoyment comes in a lot of different forms. And I'm sure guys who kind of push their bodies to the extreme limits, I'm sure they get a lot of enjoyment out of it. And I'm sure women who kind of think the same will also be attracted to that physique. But for the masses, 72.5% picking just one physique. I think that's some pretty good data points to go off. So that's what I'm going to focus on in this video. Based on this information, I believe the sweet spot for body fat percentage is around like 10 to 13. And of course, the main thing that's going to contribute to that is going to be nutrition. So here are 3 tips to improve your nutrition right away. First of all is eating the same meals every day. Second is eating 0.82 grams of protein per pound of body weight. And third is fasting for the first 4 hours of the day so that you can save your calories for a big evening meal and feel more satiated. So here's roughly how long it will take to get to this body fat range depending on your starting point. So we've got our target body fat percentage. Now let's figure out what weight we would be to achieve that body fat percentage. And a great metric for this is actually BMI, which might surprise a lot of people. BMI on its own is not the best metric, but when you pair it with a body fat percent target, then it can actually be really useful. So I recommend aiming for a BMI of around 22 to 23. And if you're new to training and don't have much muscle, then you'll probably hit that body fat percent target at a lower BMI, maybe like 20 or 21. In which case it's important to also focus on building up muscle in the gym so that we can be at a higher weight and have more muscle, but staying within that lean percent body fat. And that's because the study showed that women don't like a bony physique, and 83% of the women asked would like their partner to bulk up a bit, whereas only 17% said they don't mind their partner being skinny. And the best way to build this muscle is by doing resistance training at the gym. This is something I struggled with for so long, but I was finally able to get consistent and start to see some results. Once I followed what an expert was saying, and I basically followed this 3-day per week split, which is right here on screen. I basically I just switched my brain off for like 8 weeks and just followed this program. I really started to see some results. Once I became consistent with that, being able to do 3 45-minute sessions per week, then it started to become enjoyable, and I had the knowledge to kind of know what I was doing. I had the confidence to go to the gym on my own and started to make tweaks to the program so that I could enjoy it even more. And then I was able to start going to the gym more times a week and do longer sessions as well. If I'd never lowered that bar to 3 times per week for 45 minutes each, then I'd still be over 20% body fat, and I wouldn't have the visible abs, or the strength from the gym. So now you've learned what an attractive body is. You might be interested in this video, which goes into more detail on how to actually get it. So that's everything for today's video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.